Alright, so here today I thought I'd talk about this so you are aware of what's going on. We have a new tier list here. It was been updated by Pride a few days ago, so I thought I'd cover it right now so you are aware of what the kind of rankings are for things and, you know, kind of an idea of what's going on. I've said idea too many times now. Let's hop into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. This is the TOG. I'll say December collab tier list update. Let's go with it. All right, let's hop into it. So hopping over here, we have the character list officially updated. We do have Blanc added to the game, but we don't have like a tier for the character just yet on the site. Again, I tested the character. It's not bad. Like, Blanc is a pretty good character, more so like blue attribute, which I want to use her for, but it's not like she's per se restricted just to blue attribute. She's still pretty good outside of that, but for me right now I have to wait, so I'm not gonna really get to test the character. If you tested the character and you want to like leave a review down below, you're more than welcome to, but again, I have not tested the character just yet because I'm trying to save to see if I can get some of those summons for the new character at the end of the month. And plus, it's like I'm just in an area where I want to wait. That's literally where I'm at right now. So that's just there. But again, this entire tier list is going to cover the new collab characters. That being over here, Phoenix Incarnate, Rachel, which is a very, very good character in my opinion. Sadly though, on my account, I think you pretty much know this already, I wasn't able to max out this character, so I didn't get to like test her at full potential. But for where I got being orange duped, I think that she is still pretty good. Definitely a character that is more so, I think, as this shows, bossing character. A great character, nonetheless. I think that, again, out of the bunch, like, it's a good SSR plus to have, but I think they did justice to this collab, where they didn't make him power crept, you know, or power creep everything. They just made him great. And that's it. You know, they're not like the best. They're not the best, right? They are pretty good, though, and I can use them, and I can have fun with them. That's it. So I like how they did it, my opinion, though. Next up is Shane over here, and then last but not least is, I don't know how to say her name, is Yunhee, something like that, wherever the hell she is, right here. Doomsday, Herald, Yunhee, those characters are the ones we're talking about here today. We're gonna hop to the tier list now to see what we're cooking up. Let me see first. They put the list over here, right? I can just like hover over the character. Let's see. Let's start with this one over here. So the SSR Plus is getting S tier for bossing, which is fully true, by the way. She's a very good boss character. If the character is being like, if the boss is a blue attribute, you saw that with like the boss we had, right? Being the chicken, I think. And because of that, that was a blue attribute boss. The green attribute is gonna destroy that attribute. Hence why she just excelled. Very good bossing character, is 100% true. Story-wise, she's not like the best, right? But she is pretty good for what she is. Whatever dupes that I did get, I'm happy to say the characters are performing very well. So I will say that now. I do think the community definitely like is saying the collab characters suck miserably is like a very wrong point. I've seen a lot of that everywhere on Reddit and other places. Yes, they're not like the best, right? They're not gonna like pull a Yun for you and, you know, game break everything. No, but they're still damn great. So I don't know why the players, or a lot of players, are saying that they're just mid. Yes, I get it. I see why you're saying it. But for a limited character in the future that has potential, I'm happy that I chose to dupe out my characters to max, being SSR, both Shane and Yun. I think that's the best idea, but I see what people are saying, but they're definitely not that bad. I think people are stretching it a little too far. Over here, we have A tier and A tier again, and then bossing being B tier. She's not a really great boss character. I think Shane, like, they gotta give these characters that have sort of a melee a little bit more love and attention. Shane has some stupid things. Like, they could have made Shane's kit work. Like, they literally could have made Shane's kit work. It's just some things that hold you back. It also is true that, like, the green team just needs to be formatted, or, like, you know, in a way to make it work also. Like, if you're running these characters like green team, not doing the greatest idea. But yeah, she's A tier, B tier, A tier. Out of the three, I'm so sad that Shane was the one that ended up being the worst of the three. It hurts my soul more than anything, but again, I'm still happy with my investment. Not that it's an issue, but definitely the highlight of this thing, yeah, it's this one. Yeah, if you're not saying this is it, you're wrong completely. Her invincibility is great. A lot of her kit is great. It's just sometimes when it doesn't like kick off, it kind of sucks. But the character is wonderful, and she does have a lot of use case in a lot of things, right? But again, depends. Like, you're not going to make a mistake per se if you skip this collaboration fully, which I know players did, right? It launched with the black market update, so they gave you two options. Choose to spend your suspendium of that on, you know, the characters for the collab, or spend those on the black market, which will get you a crap ton of, you know, things where it's surpluses, right? That's how I'm trying to like get the name. It's like, that's it. So I get why they did it, and I think that people who, if you went for that, you didn't really make a mistake. It's like not an issue by any means. This is what the tier list looks like, fully updated. They're placing, again, her over here on par with Loziel over here. We do have, again, Shane right on par with Endorsi, Laura right here, and then Rachel, and I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, So yeah, that's what they went for over here on the boss category. If you were to check it, yeah, she's a great boss character. I will say that now. That is very, very true. Okay, so for whatever I've seen, she's a great boss character. So that's definitely there. They did get beats here for bossing, which is kind of sad, but a lot of characters, if they work in a story in a way that is not going to work in boss, that is a fact in some sort of capacity. It's two different contents. Like Yun is like a carry in story, but you're not going to see her pop off in boss, so it's understandable. Shane does pop off, or rather, Rachel does pop off, which is good. Then over here on the PvP attribute, if you're looking at it, they all basically got A tier, and then she got S tier, so there is that. Again, they're still very powerful characters, and I think for the first ever collaboration, they're not power creeping the game, which is what you do not want. I get it. People want like broken, insane characters. You do not want your collab characters power creeping the whole game. You just want them to be good enough to use, have fun with, and maybe like great. Like, damn, that's a great character. But you don't want like power creep, bro. Like, oh, you should have gotten that green team. You missed out on that green team. Your entire game's dead now. You don't want that, right? So for what it is, I think that they did this collaboration justice. And I think the 30 characters were very good. On the other aspects, this is the same tier list, and else kind of was updated. I've been taking a look around like more community tier lists, and I've seen a lot of mixed like opinions on a lot of stuff here. Like some tier lists, I still say this at the end of the day. Like, you know, rate Hua as like a B tier character. I don't think she's that bad though. I don't know. Again, I haven't gotten that far into the game to again be giving my opinion so blatantly like that. But I will say that some options, I do think that at a point when you look at a tier list, you can't be looking at a tier list as in the aspect of, yeah, this is 100% accurate for now. Like some floors, some stages, some different things, they're gonna be different for everyone. Like some people pull Mazino, they're like, oh, Mazino's mid. After a lot of investment, building and whatnot, he'll become a very good character. So it's a very rough thing. Tier lists in this game, I think, are very rough. Like in other games, you can kind of get an idea. Here, it's just some characters do excel at later stages. Some characters are just slept on too early on. But I will say that, like, if we were to still establish a fact here, a character like Yun, a character like this over here, a character like, again, Hua, those are three characters you still can't go wrong with at the end of the day. A character like this, again, Agero, a wonderful support. This character, a wonderful support. And a wonderful assassin, right? You still look at it, these characters over here, they're still like the best of the best we can, you know, pick out in a way. But again, I still think that for what it was, that these characters, again, the newly added collabs, I think they're still rated pretty well. And I still like the essence of what Prime has to say here when it comes to breaking down the exact categories and everything. So that's what I'm trying to justify my my reasoning for using this tier list. But yes, that's the collaboration tier list. Again, they look pretty nice. I've realized with like the new launch of ignition weapons, a lot of things also change here. So we have to like go through and test everything with ignition weapons to see what happens. And like some characters in the future can get like massive buffs if we have new ignition sets come through that like buff a specific attribute. Like let's say somehow like an accuracy set shows up, right? Now assassins have a huge chance to get like a massive buffs, right? So at the end of the day, just realize this now, that this ignition weapon system is a great system to give other characters love and support. And also this, by the way, is like post, or this is not like with the buffs included. A few characters got buffed, by the way, Viol and some others. So don't think that this is currently rating them with the buffs. But some characters, when they got their buff, they did get a lot better. But I don't think that Prime got updated yet because I don't think they said they did, right? So don't really know. But yeah, that's been it. Wanted to cover that real quick. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, it's been it from me. Take care.